This Peugeot S57b was completely on the rust. That caused a lot of structure damage, but I took the risk and bought it to make a custom scooter with no restoration knowledge. So this is the episode 2 of the Peugeot S57b project. In the last episode we finished the brakes and reassembled the front and rear axle. We found a solution for the rust damaged floorboard supports and fixed the rust damage on the chassis. So this is the episode where I'm finishing the chassis from the Peugeot S57b. So let's start with the rear axle. How you can see, there are 6 holes for some screws and nuts. But I have the 6 screws in perfect condition, but one of the nuts has like an old screw broken inside and stuck inside. That means I will need to take it out without breaking like the nut. First I tried heating it up to make the nut expand and break it free from the rusted bolt. That didn't work, so I tried by drilling it out. Alright, so I broke the drill bit and also stuck the drill bit inside the nut. After trying a lot of times to remove the screw from this nut, I'm going to buy a brand new one. So I got a new nut to fix the rear axle. And with this rear axle fixed, I can finally install the whole suspension arms. The suspension system for the scooter is a bit special. They are called rubber bands and they get attached to these 2 suspension arms that get connected to the rear axle. Let's try to install them so I can show you how it works. Alright, so the nut don't want to go on the screw. It's because the thread right here is worn and I will need to rethread it. Alright, so let's move on to the front axle, waiting after delivery from the rethread kit. So you can see right here, the front suspension guide has a lot of rust damage. So I need to cut off this suspension guide to make a new one. Alright, so let's remove this suspension guide right here. That's welded on this part right here. So I pulled the suspension guide out with pliers. Pretty risky. I could be twisted the front axle frame. That's exactly what happened. The last thing that needs to be done is to remove the rust with a wire brush. Alright, so I found a piece of metal. And so I can use the old suspension guide to create a template to cut off a new one. Alright, so now I finished the second one and it still need to be drilled and then it need to be welded on the suspension frame right here.
A few moments
And
later.
see, I just got the front suspension back from the welding and it don't look like it will break at any moment. Alright, so in this video I will not reassemble the front fork with the suspension, with the rubber rings right here, because I'm missing like this rubber part right here to protect the rubber rings from the metal right here. So this is going to be in the next video. So what I'm going to do right now is to remove this little bump right here, and then I'm going to reassemble the front fork without the rubber rings. Alright, so how you can see right here, there are no more sharp edges. Let's reassemble the front fork to see if everything is alright. I can see right here I changed the nut because this one was the right one and I put on the wrong ones. Alright, so let's put the front fork on the side and move on to the chassis. So I just got the floorboard supports back from the sandblasting. Now it's time to weld them on the frame. But before I can do that, I need to make some new body part supports, because when you look at them you can see that the rust destroyed the supports, and if I will keep them they will break when I'm reassembling the bike. So let's make some new supports. So I just finished the second one, and now the last step before I can weld this supports on the frame and the new ones is to remove the old supports right here. The condition from the supports on this side, it's alright, so I'm going to keep them. So right here I made some landmarks to know where to weld the new supports. So how you can see, the support look pretty similar to the old one. Alright. Alright, so see you right back when I'm finished with the welding.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So I got the chassis back from the welding. I don't have the experience and tool to weld on the chassis, but I'm pretty lucky a friend of me has the experience and also the welding machine and he done the job for me. Let's show you the frame. So right here is supposed to be a little hole to put this nut inside, but I don't have the drill machine and this little nut is not sandblasted. So let's get back to the rear axle. I'm going to remove the nuts right here to put this screw out and fix it. As you can see, I need to re-thread it right here. So I forgot to install this part by the reassembling before. This part is here for the chain of the engine. Alright, so now I'm going to reassemble the front fork and the entire suspension system. This is how the suspension will work. When something hits right here, the rubber band right here will be pulled down and that will absorb like the shock. It's the same for the rear suspension. When the bike bumps or hits something right here, this will go up, it will pull the bar right here and it will push the rubber band right here back there. In the next video we will start by restoring the engine and reassemble the engine on the bike. So like and subscribe if you want to follow the project of the custom scooter build.